After you pass 70, something changes in how you see time. The days feel shorter, the years seem to pass faster, and every moment becomes more precious. But here's the part most people don't want to think about. Your body is already sending you messages about how much quality time you may truly have left. Some of those messages are loud, but many are quiet, subtle, and easy to ignore until it's too late. And those quiet signals, they can be the difference between a life full of energy and independence or one where health slips away sooner than you ever expected. Wisdom beyond 60, dear everyone. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture two people, both in their 70s. One still walks with purpose, wakes up curious about the day ahead, enjoys meals, laughs with friends, and sleeps soundly at night. The other has slowed down, struggles with daily tasks, avoids social activities, and feels drained even before the day begins. Both are the same age. So why are their lives so different? It's not luck. It's not fate. It's a set of hidden signs, indicators that doctors, researchers, and long-lived elders know well, that reveal not just how long you might live, but how well you'll live those years. These signs are not myths or old wives' tales. They're patterns proven over decades of study, observed in those who've reached advanced ages with strength, clarity, and joy. The most surprising part? Many of these signs are within your control. You can influence them, change them, even reverse them, if you know what to look for and are willing to take action. But most people never learn to read them. They keep pushing through, dismissing small changes as just getting older, until those small changes become permanent losses. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 of the most telling signs that can give you a glimpse into your own future after 70. Some of these signs will be obvious once you know them. Others might shock you because they seem unrelated to longevity at first. But together, they form a clear picture of where your health, independence, and quality of life may be headed. By the time you finish watching, you won't just know what they are. You'll understand how to strengthen them so you can add more vibrant years to your life, not just more years on the calendar. Before we dive in, I want you to remember this. Your future is not set in stone. Even if you recognize some warning signs in yourself today, there's still room to turn things around. The human body is remarkably resilient, even in the later decades of life. Small, consistent changes can create big improvements in your health and extend the years you can live fully and independently. But the first step is awareness, seeing the truth of where you are right now. If this sounds important to you, and if you want to keep learning practical, life-changing insights for the years ahead, I invite you to subscribe to Beyond 60 Wisdom. Your support helps us continue making videos that inform, inspire, and give you the tools to protect your health and happiness. Every subscription is a little push that keeps this channel going, and together we can make this a place where we all thrive. Now, let me ask you something. If you could know only one thing about your body to predict your future health, which would you choose? A, how strong and steady you feel when you move. B, how well and deeply you sleep each night. Comment your answer, A or B, below. Your choice might surprise you, and it might inspire someone else to start their own journey toward a longer, better life. One of the most revealing things about your future health after 70 isn't hidden in a blood test, a genetic report, or a complicated medical chart. It's something you do every day without thinking: walking. Your walking speed is more than just a pace. It's a mirror of your body's overall strength, heart health, and even brain function. Studies have consistently found that older adults who maintain a steady, brisk pace live longer, healthier lives compared to those whose steps have slowed or become unsteady. That simple measure, how fast and confidently you move through space, can tell you more about your longevity than you might imagine. Think about two people the same age. One moves through the world with energy, able to cross a street before the light changes, navigate a flight of stairs without gripping the railing in fear, and walk for pleasure instead of necessity. The other tires quickly, shuffles along, and needs to pause often. The difference isn't just age, it's the condition of their muscles, circulation, and nervous system. When your legs lose strength, your heart and lungs work harder, your balance declines and your brain receives less stimulation from movement. Over time, this can quietly chip away at your independence. The encouraging part is that walking speed is not fixed. You can improve it, even in your 70s or 80s. Simple, regular movement builds strength, supports cardiovascular health, and sharpens coordination. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, you don't have to accept it as inevitable. Start small, short walks around the block, a few trips up and down your hallway, or light leg exercises you can do at home. Gradually, your stamina will return, your pace will pick up, and you'll feel that old sense of confidence in your stride again. Another sign worth paying attention to is grip strength. It might sound trivial, but the firmness of your handshake or the ease with which you open a jar speaks volumes about your muscle health. A strong grip reflects good upper body strength, healthy circulation, and a nervous system that's firing well. A weak or weakening grip, on the other hand, can indicate muscle loss, declining endurance, and even higher risk of illness or injury. Picture holding a heavy grocery bag or twisting the lid off a tight container. If these tasks feel noticeably harder than they used to, that's not just aging. It's your body telling you it's losing strength. And when muscle mass declines, it affects far more than your hands. You may tire more quickly, recover more slowly from illness, and struggle with daily tasks you once took for granted. The good news? Like walking speed, grip strength is highly trainable. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment. Squeezing a stress ball, using hand grippers, or simply carrying a slightly heavier bag of groceries can stimulate muscle growth and keep your hands strong. Consistency is key. Small efforts repeated often create noticeable results. The third physical sign to watch for is balance. Your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds without wobbling may seem like a small thing, but it's one of the clearest predictors of overall stability and longevity. Balance is more than just avoiding falls. It's a reflection of the strength in your legs, the sharpness of your nervous system, and the coordination between your brain and body. Imagine trying to stand on one foot and finding yourself tipping over immediately. That's your body telling you your stability is slipping, and with it, your safety. Falls are a leading cause of serious injury in older adults, and poor balance increases that risk dramatically. But just like walking speed and grip strength, balance can be improved. Start with simple exercises. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair and lift one foot off the floor for a few seconds. Walk heel to toe in a straight line, or try gentle practices like Tai Chi or yoga that challenge your stability in a controlled way. Over time, your body will adapt, your core and leg muscles will strengthen, and your confidence in movement will grow. These three indicators, walking speed, grip strength, and balance, are not random. They are interconnected reflections of your body's resilience. A brisk walker often has strong legs. Strong legs contribute to better balance. Good balance reduces the risk of falls, allowing you to stay active longer. And activity feeds back into keeping your heart, muscles, and mind in good working order. Paying attention to these signs now can give you an honest picture of where your health stands, and more importantly, what you can do to improve it. You don't have to wait for a diagnosis to start making changes. Test yourself. Notice your walking pace, see how firm your grip feels, and check your balance today. If any of these areas feel weaker than they once did, take it as an invitation to start strengthening them. Every step, squeeze, and steady stance you practice is an investment in the years ahead. Sleep is often treated as a luxury, something we squeeze in after everything else is done. But after 70, it is no longer optional. It is essential. Sleep is the time when your body restores itself, when the immune system strengthens, when the heart rate and blood pressure settle into a healthy rhythm, and when your brain goes to work clearing out waste and repairing neural pathways. Without enough quality rest, your body operates at a disadvantage, and over time, the effects can be profound. Research shows that older adults who maintain consistent, high-quality sleep patterns tend to live longer, with sharper minds and stronger bodies. On the other hand, poor sleep in later life is linked to a greater risk of memory decline, heart disease, weakened immunity, and even mood disorders. It's not simply about the number of hours spent in bed. It's about how restorative those hours are. Light, Restless sleep robs your body of the deep phases it needs to heal and replenish. Consider two men in their 70s. One heads to bed at roughly the same time each night, sleeps for about 7 solid hours, and wakes feeling refreshed. The other tosses and turns, wakes multiple times, or finds it hard to drift off in the first place. Over months and years, the first man maintains his energy, alertness, and stable mood. The second begins to notice daytime fatigue, brain fog, irritability, and even changes in his blood pressure. Those symptoms may seem small at first, but they quietly undermine independence and quality of life. There are many reasons sleep can change with age. Hormonal shifts, certain medications, reduced physical activity, and medical conditions like sleep apnea can all interfere with restful nights. Stress and irregular routines add to the problem. The danger is that many older adults accept poor sleep as just part of getting older and stop looking for solutions. In reality, there's a lot you can do to improve your rest. Start with consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day trains your body's internal clock. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the afternoon and evening, as both can disrupt sleep cycles. Reduce screen time before bed. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs tells your brain to stay alert, delaying the natural release of melatonin. Instead, try winding down with a book, gentle music, or light stretching. Your sleep environment also matters more than you might think. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask to block light, and consider a white noise machine or fan to mask background sounds. If you wake often at night, check whether pain, discomfort, or an underlying health condition might be to blame, and talk to your doctor about possible solutions. One often overlooked tip is to get natural sunlight early in the day. Morning light helps regulate your circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep at night. Regular physical activity, whether walking, gardening, or simple indoor exercises, also supports better rest by promoting healthy fatigue. Think of sleep not as a passive state, but as active maintenance for your body and mind. Every night you rest deeply, you're investing in your memory, mood, and resilience. And the benefits compound. Better sleep improves your energy, which makes it easier to stay active, eat well, and manage stress. Those healthy behaviors in turn make it easier to sleep well. It's a cycle worth protecting. If you've noticed your sleep quality slipping, if you wake up tired, lie awake for long stretches, or simply don't feel rested, it's worth making changes now. Even 1 or 2 adjustments can have a dramatic impact over time. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. A slightly earlier bedtime, a more calming pre-sleep routine, or a bedroom that feels more like a sanctuary can all make a difference. Your nights are just as important as your days when it comes to living well after 70. Treat them with the same care and intention, because how you sleep tonight can shape how you think, move, and feel for years to come. Your appetite might seem like a small detail in the grand picture of health, but after 70, it can reveal more about your well-being than you realize. Eating is not just about satisfying hunger. It's about fueling your body with the nutrients it needs to maintain muscle, keep your immune system strong, and sustain energy for daily life. A steady, healthy appetite is often a sign that your body is functioning well. On the other hand, a noticeable drop in appetite or a shift toward poor eating habits can be a silent warning that something deeper is going on. It's easy to overlook changes in the way you eat, especially if they happen gradually. You might skip a meal here and there because you're not that hungry, or start relying on processed, easy-to-prepare foods when cooking feels like too much effort. But over time, these small changes can snowball into significant problems. Reduced appetite often leads to unintended weight loss, which in turn can result in muscle breakdown, weakness, and greater frailty. When muscle mass declines, mobility and balance suffer, making everyday activities more difficult and increasing the risk of falls and injuries. Think of 2 people in their mid-70s. One enjoys 3 balanced meals a day, filled with colorful vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. She takes time to prepare her food, sometimes cooking for friends or family, and looks forward to each meal. Her weight remains steady, her energy is consistent, and she feels capable and active. The other has slowly lost interest in food. She eats whatever is quick and easy, often processed snacks or reheated frozen meals. She's lost weight without trying and feels fatigued much of the time. Without realizing it, she's depriving her body of the nutrients it needs to maintain strength, fight off illness, and keep her mind sharp. Loss of appetite in older adults can have many causes. It might be related to changes in taste or smell, medication side effects, dental issues, digestive problems, or underlying health conditions like depression or early cognitive decline. That's why it's important not to brush it off as just getting older. A declining appetite is often your body's way of signaling that something needs attention. If you notice changes in your eating habits, take a closer look at what's driving them. Are you avoiding meals because food doesn't taste the same? Is chewing or swallowing uncomfortable? Do you feel full too quickly? Addressing the root cause is the first step to getting back on track. Sometimes small adjustments can make a big difference. Using herbs and spices to boost flavor, switching to softer foods if chewing is difficult, or eating smaller but more frequent meals to ensure you're still meeting your nutritional needs. Hydration is another often overlooked piece of this puzzle. Many older adults drink less water without realizing it, which can contribute to fatigue, confusion, and digestive problems, all of which may reduce appetite further. Keeping a water bottle nearby and sipping throughout the day can help support both hydration and healthy digestion. Social connection also plays a role in how we eat. Meals shared with others tend to be more enjoyable and satisfying. If you find yourself eating alone most of the time, consider joining a community meal program, inviting friends over, or even cooking alongside a neighbor. The act of sharing food can rekindle interest in eating and turn it into something you look forward to again. Your eating habits are a daily vote for the kind of health and independence you want to maintain. The foods you choose today will either build your strength or slowly chip away at it. Make it a priority to include nutrient-dense options, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains, while limiting processed and sugary foods that offer calories without real nourishment. Paying attention to your appetite isn't about obsessing over every calorie or forcing yourself to eat when you're not hungry. It's about staying aware of changes and acting quickly when something feels off. Because after 70, food is more than fuel. It's medicine, it's energy, and it's one of your most powerful tools for staying active, capable, and connected to life. If you still enjoy your meals and eat well, that's a sign your body is supporting you in all the right ways. If not, see it as an opportunity to make changes now. Restoring your appetite and improving the quality of what you eat can add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Life after 70 is not the beginning of the end. It can be the beginning of a richer, more intentional chapter. The signs we've talked about in this video are not meant to scare you, but to give you a clear map of where your health might be headed and how to steer it in a better direction. Walking speed, grip strength, balance, quality sleep, healthy eating, managing stress, and nurturing social connections. These aren't abstract ideas, they're daily choices. Every day you decide to move your body, share a meal, get a good night's rest, or call a friend, you're making a deposit into the account of your future health and independence. The truth is, many of these signs can be improved no matter your starting point. You might not be able to turn back the clock, but you can slow it down. You can make your legs stronger, your hands more capable, your mind sharper, and your heart more resilient. You can replace isolation with connection and replace constant stress with a calmer, more grounded outlook. And when you do, you're not just adding years, you're adding life to those years. One of the most important lessons here is that small, consistent actions matter more than big, short-lived efforts. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Pick one area that matters to you right now. Maybe it's improving your sleep, taking a daily walk, or adding more fresh food to your plate. Start there. Let the progress in that one habit give you momentum to tackle the next. Over time, these small wins stack up, and you'll look back wondering how you ever lived any other way. So my challenge to you is simple. Take what you've learned today and turn it into action this week. Test your balance. Notice your walking speed. Pay attention to how well you sleep and how much you enjoy your meals. Ask yourself where you could make one small change. because your health is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. If you found this video helpful, meaningful, or inspiring, please subscribe to Beyond 60 Wisdom. Your support is what keeps us creating videos that matter to you. Leave a comment below and tell us which sign stood out to you the most and what step you're going to take next. We read every comment, and your thoughts help shape the videos we make for you. Let's make this a space where we can connect every day, share our experiences, and encourage one another to keep living fully. Thank you truly for spending this time with us. You're the reason we do what we do, and we can't wait to bring you even more ideas, stories, and inspiration to make your years ahead the best they can be.